Shane McInnes alongside David Rhys-Jones here at the SCG. And Rhys, a 60-point loss, yes, we don't like a 10-goal loss. But the performance tonight was well improved on what it had been over the last fortnight, particularly that pressure around the ball. I'm going to use the I word and say it was impressive, particularly on what it had been like.
Yeah, look, we still got beat by 60 points, and that's not good, but we're taking on one of the flag favourites here, and up at their own ground, and with a very, very undermanned team. Well, I thought it was a terrific effort.
The pressure all around, particularly in the first half, I thought at least kept Carlton in the game, probably even until realistically up until half-time. And that pressure had really been lacking in recent weeks and probably came to a culmination last week against Geelong. Just talking about some of the players who were impressive tonight. I know you particularly like the game of Patrick Cripps. I was fortunate enough to be sitting with you, and you were singing his praises much of the night.
Well, someone had to stand up. We needed, with Murphy, Gibbs and Judd not playing in that midfield, we needed someone to stand up, and young Paddy Cripps, he did. He was in there getting the hard ball, getting the contested ball, and that's what you want to see from young players, and he stood up when it had to be counted, so I was very impressed with him.
On a night in which Sydney dominated the marks inside 50s, I really liked the game of Andreas Everett. I thought he came out of his shell in the second half, a few marks in that final quarter, a couple of goals as well. Is he an option to keep up forward more often?
Well, he looked good up forward. I mean, he led out well, he marked well. That last mark he took, it was very strong. He's a very accurate kick for goal too, and that's important in the forward line, as we know.
Would you like to see them go more direct down the middle, particularly on a small ground such as this?
Yeah, look, I think we did. We played the wings a little bit, and this is a ground that I know well, but you can't get out too wide on this ground. You've got to start getting back in through the middle and getting some better shots at goal. You can get lost out wide here, but look, overall, you can be reasonably pleased. We've played a team who is going to give it a good shake for the premiership this year, and you look at the multitude of players we've got out at the moment. We get some players back and play with this sort of intensity. Good things are ahead of us.
And just before we go, it wasn't just the pressure, it was also the physicality of the match. The Carlton players weren't taking it lying down, and while they gave away a few free kicks and a few 50-metre penalties, I like a bit of grunt in footy, Rhys, and I thought Carlton brought that back a little bit tonight.
Well, I like that, Shane. So, look, it's definite. And they did. They pushed back a bit today, and they've been getting pushed around. So good to see them pushing back, and they're going to continue doing this now. They're going to build from this. This is one game, 10-goal defeat, but it's one game to start building back from.
The B word, the build word. It's the Crows next week.